Welcome back. January is Human Trafficking Prevention Month, and Wedgewood Christian Services here in West Michigan is looking to educate people on how to discuss these often sensitive topics. And joining us today is Kaylee Jackson-Dielman, therapist with Wedgwood. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us today to shed some light on this subject.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. So when someone suspects that there may be human trafficking going on, what should they do?
Well, I think the first thing is to say something. Say something to the individual, ask if they need help. If they seem like they are in distress, follow up. Show a caring heart and a caring mind. We just need to be the first people on the front line to ask what's going on.
Yeah, so check in with that person, just say, you know, I'm noticing something unusual. I mean, what would be some of the signs that someone needs to key into that may be having trouble?
Absolutely. I think the first thing to remember is that one sign won't prove human trafficking, but several will suggest a risk. So when we see an individual with a risk of a lack of familial comfortability in the home, maybe a lack of employment, lack of clothing, shelter, their basic needs, that puts them at significant risk for being exploited and eventually human trafficked.
Okay, so keeping those things in mind, I guess, how would you go about talking to someone about this? I mean, it seems like a pretty sensitive subject. How do you even begin the conversation about something like that?
Absolutely. It starts with being a safe person. So don't just jump immediately in and trying to get their whole trauma narrative, but start by saying that I see you, I notice that you're struggling in this area, and I'm wondering if I can help. That opens up the doors for further conversation and allows them to decide if you're safe enough to disclose to.
Okay. Who falls into this category that may be at risk of being trafficked?
Me and you, everyone you see can be at risk for human trafficking. That's why it's so prevalent, not only globally, but locally. It's hidden in plain sight right here in Grand Rapids. Individuals are exploited, and to us, it looks like a healthy relationship, but deep down, there's things that are happening behind closed doors that makes that individual feel like they have to stay and they don't have a choice to leave.
Okay. What do you think some of the myths are about human trafficking?
I think the biggest is that it's not happening here and that there's always chains or a locked door involved. Sometimes the individual doesn't have choice because their freedom is being taken away, not necessarily by physical chains, but emotional.
Yeah. And fear, maybe.
Absolutely. It's a very big fear-based. When individuals, all their needs are being met by their perpetrator, if all that's taken away, where do they live? Where do they eat? How do they get their basic needs met? So they feel like they have to stay. Now,
you have a free event coming up later this month. Can you talk more about that?
I would love to. January 22nd, our doors open at 6 p.m. Free interactive event for the community to come out and really see, walk the lives of human trafficking, make some real-life decisions and decide what you would do in that decision or in that moment and see, do you get exploited? Do you get trafficked? Because it's just as easy as that.
Okay, and that's at Wealthy Theater.
That is at the Wealthy Theater.
Is this something you've done in the past, or is this new this year?
This is something we've done in the past, and we want to keep doing because as Human Trafficking Awareness Month comes up, it's so important to raise awareness and keep the conversations going.
Yeah, it really is. Something that needs to be put out in the open and talked about.
Absolutely.
Okay, Kaylee, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.